So, Pedro Neto, also heavily linked with Arsenal, and I saw you tweeting earlier today about...
Get him instead of Gordon.
Yeah, about the fee. You were sort of... I can tell your mind was boggling because...
Yeah, my mind was boggled at the Anthony fee, though.
Allegedly, he was available for 50 mil. Arsenal have been in talks with him, according to David Ornstein, for the best part of a month. So it looks like, actually, this has been more of a long-term pursuit than we sort of anticipated. How do you see him fitting into that Arsenal side?
I love the signing. I absolutely love the signing. I was speaking about him on We Need to Talk on Friday. And obviously Arsenal have been keen on a right winger, haven't they, for some time. They had the bid rejected for Rafinha, and that feels like that's 6 months ago now. But it was only in June, wasn't it? So clearly they've been targeting a right winger. And if it's true that they've been in negotiations with Pedro Neto's agent, George Mendes, behind the scenes and having conversations with him as the intermediary, then I just think it's fabulous business. I think Wolves wanting £50 million, Arsenal having £35 million bid turned down. If they could meet at, let's say in the middle, 40, 45, I just think that it's such good business by Arsenal. I think that is an undervaluation by Wolves because of a major injury. And obviously he's had his knee problem and we haven't really seen how he's bounced back from that. But prior to the knee problem, he was so fabulous as both a left winger and a right winger coming in on that left foot. I know it's only 5 goals, 6 assists that he put up in that one Wolves season, but there was something in his game when you watched Pedro Neto, you were like, this lad is unreal. He works so hard off the ball. He's a great profile of age at 22. He fits exactly into what you want from somebody to compete with Bukayo Saka on that right-hand side, who can also play through the middle, can also play on the left. He's just ideal for Arsenal, and I don't think they are going to pay what Wolves want. I think Arsenal, unlike Man United, unlike Chelsea, are perfectly willing to go, OK, here's where we're at. If you're not at that, we'll walk away from this deal. Which I totally respect that way of doing it.
Like they did with Rafinha as well.
Yeah, well, they had bid for rejected Rafinha, and then I think they won't, like you said, they knew they were not going to be able to compete with Chelsea and Barcelona in terms of money. But for me, Pedro Neto's profile for that Arsenal squad is like simpatico.
Well, if your 11 goal contributions, like if you pulled that stat out correctly, I mean, that was like 25% of Wolves, contributed to 25% of Wolves' goals in the Premier League last campaign. Let's not forget how goal shy.
It's the season before.
Oh, the season before.
Yeah,
I mean, how goal shy they've been for the last couple campaigns, right?
Injured. And we don't know how he's going to bounce back from the injury, because doing an ACL, or was it ACL or MCL, it was a knee problem anyway, doing his knee at that age is never a good sign.
Yeah.
But
doesn't look like at the start of the season he's lost any pace or lost a step.
No.
So, yeah, let's just hope that he picks up where he left off,
Fits
basically.
the Arsenal mould so well, man.
He does.
Like Edu's come in, and you have to give credit. And I don't know if you watched it on the documentary, coming in and getting rid of your club captain and cancelling his contract, and going for the profile of young players and continuing that as well this season, and getting Zinchenko. And
but they've learned from that. They didn't.
They've learned the hard way. They've learned the hard way.
Start doing that. Let's not forget when they were bringing the likes of Willian in at the start, and now they've quickly realised, okay, that's not the way to go. A Pedro Neto signing fits the exact style of signing we've seen from the Ramsdales, Sammy Lokongas, Alexander Zinchenko's, Gabriel Jesus's. It's almost to a T. Premier League experience at a young age, a number of seasons, like been there and done it for a very decent Wolves side. That is just perfectly simpatico with Arsenal, and if they can get that deal done, they have had by far the best window of any Premier League team.
And Eddie's also, he knows who he's buying for now. Like, even if you had a world-class director of football at Manchester United over the last 5 or 6 campaigns, he's buying for a different profile of manager every 12 months. So hopefully with Ten Hag having a very, very clear philosophy, and we've seen today he's opted to stick to his guns over like a pragmatism. No one would have begrudged him coming into this game that he's going to want a very specific type of player. Unlike Chelsea, Arsenal may have to get rid of some players before they bring someone like Neto in. And I know it's quite a modest fee compared to some of the fees we're seeing, but there's talks of Pepe going to Nice. They need to kind of engineer that sort of deal.
You can get for Pepe,
get him off the wages before maybe they pursue someone like him.
On his deal too.
Yeah, I mean, what was it, 72?
Like the ideal one for Pepe now is 72 32 million. It's their club record fee, and the ideal one is okay. You get him on loan. Get that value up. Get that value up in a league he knows where he's performed unbelievably well at Lille.
Get the value.
Nice, perfect place to kind of go to. Get that value up. Next season, got 1 year on his contract. At least, hopefully, kind of recoup.
Yeah, and they need to get Saliba tied down to a new deal. Saliba is just so fabulous.
2-year deal.
2 years left on his deal. They cannot afford to let Saliba go throughout this season, have a sensational season, have a 1 year left on his deal, and then see, 1 year left on his contract. Manchester City, Liverpool, whoever, Real Madrid go. Okay, he's got 1 year left. If they come in, then
he's holding all the cards in the summer.
It's so hard.